Welcome to the Paper Snob. Today I am going to be working on Mix It Up Monday. This is a hop that is hosted over on the Peace Craft Love Clubhouse on Facebook. I will have information about joining that community if you want to play along either with YouTube or Instagram. I will also put the sketch that we're working from up here in the corner, and any information about the creator of the sketch and where it came from will also be in the description box below. There will also be a collaborative playlist for you to click on so that you can watch all of the videos that are being created using the sketch as inspiration. Mix It Up Monday is a hop where we take a sketch and we mix it up with mixed media. You can use texture paste, paint, stencils, watercolor pencils, gelatos, sprays, inks, whatever your heart desires. You can go as complicated with mixed media as you would like, or you could just keep it simple. And I am going to be working on a Christmas layout because that is where I'm at in my 2015 albums. Looks like I left my photo on the other side of my desk, but I will be scrapbooking a couple photos of my daughter meeting Santa Claus at a Christmas party that we went to for my husband's military unit in 2015. We were brand new to the unit, so we didn't know a whole lot of people. It was a great way to meet some of the people that my husband works with. It's fun for the kids. There's food and games and all that fun stuff. So those Christmas parties were a really big deal, to our military family when we were moving from location to location. So I pulled out my Vicky Bouton, I believe it's Warm Wishes and Evergreen and Holly collection. I think I have a mix here. I'm not sure. Maybe I only have Warm Wishes. That's very possible. Oh, here's Evergreen and Holly. But as you can see, there's a little bit of paper in the sketch, and then I'm just going to come in with some mixed media and play. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, work on that mixed media. The video will be sped up when I come back, so I'll be right back. So the very first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use my pencil and I'm going to mark where this square is going to go. And I will trim off the remainder of that branding strip there, but I left it on just because. So I have this Tim Holtz Distress Grit Paste in Crypt, and I've used it before and I really like it. And I don't think it's just for Halloween or fall type picture layouts. I think it worked really well for a Christmas layout. And you'll see it's sparkly, almost dries kind of a gold color. I think it looks really pretty. Now, it is not a brand new bottle, and I didn't put my plastic wrap on top of it in between the lid and the jar like I do most things like this. So I'm thinking it might have dried out just a tad, but it still works, and there's not a whole lot of it left. So I'll try to make a point of using it up before the end of the year maybe, so that it doesn't completely dry out on me. But I'm going to put it in basically 4 corners on this layout because, as you saw from the sketch, most of the design elements are concentrated in that middle section. And so I want you to be able to see this mixed media, and I just kind of make sure I get it kind of in 4 corners and basically around the perimeter of my layout. I allowed the texture paste to dry for about 6 to 8 hours. And then now I'm going to use the packaging technique to transfer some of this Lucky Clover Distress Stain ink onto the perimeter around that texture paste, and just to add a little bit more color. And I felt like this color of green looked very good with Vicky Bouton's collection, so I'm just going to use this. Now, normally when I'm using a distress product, I will add water to it, but the distress stains are diluted enough that you don't have to do that. You can, and you might get a more watery look than what I did, but I wanted the rich color to show through, and I think that I accomplished getting that rich color. And I'm just kind of patting it around, making sure I get it in some of the crevices and around the edges of the background, and then I'm going to set it aside to dry again. Now I'm ready to go ahead and build up this layout, and I'm going to have to apologize for the glare from my ring light onto my photo. It's just the way it is. It's the lighting that I have available at the time of day that I was recording this, and so I will definitely have close-ups of the layout at the end of the video if you would like to see a still shot. So I took this pattern paper here, and I used my notebook border punch to cut a border on the end, and then I trimmed it down so that it fit lengthwise, horizontally across my background. And then I cut down the plaid, and I actually just made a border, or a banner piece out of it, just like in the sketch. Now I'm going to use some of these ephemera pieces, the frame and the December calendar and the tag, and those are going to be layered behind my photos. It's going to kind of mimic matting. I didn't mat these photos, and so I want something behind them just to make them show up a little bit better. The ornaments, the large ornament was fussy cut from pattern paper. I did that, I think, in October for another Christmas layout, and I just had a couple of those left, and so I wanted to use that one up here. I'm placing my title up there where it is in the sketch, and now I'm just kind of messing around with the embellishment cluster that is on the left side. I am struggling with getting it the way that I want it, and I also notice after I shut the camera off that I had covered up that anchor point on the bottom, and so I move things around off camera before I glue. And then the little tag that says to and from is actually what I'm going to use for journaling, so I was trying to make sure that I got it on there in a manner that it can be seen. I'm looking at the puffy stickers, and I'm adding a couple of little words. I love the stars in the puffy stickers, and so I'm going to add some of those. And I think the gold star that I just placed on top of that tag is going to get moved, and I end up using these hanging ornaments instead. Yeah, there I go. I move the star, and I think I just put it back on its packaging, and then I'm going to use those little hanging ornaments over there to kind of cover up that to and from. I don't know why. I just don't really care for a tag that says to and from, so I just kind of try to cover it up. All right, I finished this layout. I'm pretty happy with it. Background is still a little bit tacky, but I was able to get everything on here. I have all of the elements from the sketch. I have 2 embellishment clusters. I worked in my journaling in the embellishment cluster on the left, and I layered some ephemera pieces up underneath my photos instead of matting them. I want to thank you so much for coming to my channel today. I really appreciate those of you who take the time to like, comment, and or subscribe. If you are not a subscriber, I would love to have you subscribe. So click that button below, and if you want YouTube to notify you when I put out new content, make sure you click that bell as well. Also, there is a collaborative playlist below for this hop. Make sure that you click that link, and those videos will all play for you. We have quite a few participants each month, so there might be anywhere between 8 and 15 videos for you to watch. Most of them are fairly short, so it won't take up a whole lot of time out of your day. We all appreciate the likes and the comments to grow our channel, so please do that as you watch. You have a great rest of your Monday. Bye.